Hi guys, welcome to this week's Everyday Elly, a program where I just kind of talk about whatever I'm feeling like talking about. As many of you guys know, I have had a full hysterectomy at age 25 in 2013, which left me without my uterus, without my ovaries, and without the ability to have children. I faced this in a really crazy way because it was kind of like, well, the situation was here. I'll just lay it out for you guys. I went into a fertility clinic approximately 2 to 3 weeks, I can't remember exactly, after I got the diagnosis of stage 3 ovarian cancer. So I went into a fertility clinic and I remember sitting with my mom and I remember seeing all these different individuals and couples, for the most part, going in there hopeful to, be able to be given good news or be able to help their situation, trying to become pregnant for the most part, or trying to find out why they weren't able to. So that was a really weird situation. I was probably one of the youngest people there. I was with my mom. I talked to the doctor and she said that the medicine that they would given me to produce the amount of eggs that they would produce the amount of eggs that would needed to be collected would probably expedite my cancer and speed it up and fuel it. So I was left with this decision. Do I risk being able to have children in the future by being able to collect eggs and have that on reserve? Or do I go ahead, have the operation, get everything taken out and not do the medicine that would give me more eggs and, have that possibility down the road? I kind of, looking back on it, I kind of regret it a little bit, but you can't regret a lot of things. So I just realized that, I can't worry about having kids if I'm not even going to be able to survive this. So I chose to go ahead and have the operations, to not have the medicine that would help me collect eggs. And so it was, here it is, this is my life. This is what I've chosen. And I can't have kids. I think I'm in the boat with a lot of other women who are maybe just realizing right now, understanding after treatments of IVF or whatever they may be doing, or just attempts, wearing out the old spring mattress there. Finding out that they can't have kids, which is a really difficult thing for a lot of women. And I've come to terms with it for the most part. It's something that I've had to face now with the man I'm currently seeing, my boyfriend. This is something that, it's upsetting. And you're allowed to be upset about it, and you're allowed to cry, and you're allowed to feel the emotions that you're feeling. You're allowed to feel a little bit jealous. You're allowed to feel upset in general. But don't let that get you down. I think my mom said this to me, but she read a magazine that was all these women that didn't have children. For the most part, they kind of said one thing, and I think it was actually Oprah that said it, giving birth is the last thing that makes you a mother. And I wholeheartedly believe that. That sentence has stuck with my heart so well. I've seen a lot of relationships, a lot of families come together that our blended families, I guess you'd call them, and you wouldn't know it. You would never know this. The mothers and the fathers love those children as if they were their own. The baby just is cared for and is loved, and whoever provides that is family, is their mother, is their father. Knowing that is really something that has comforted me, and I hope it comforts you. A silly question that people ask me is, and I think a lot of women get asked that, especially my age, do you have kids? Are you having kids? Usually I just say oh no, I won't be having kids. And they're like, oh, why not? You'd make such a great mother. You're so loving and everything. I just straight up tell them why I'm not having children. It's not a choice of mine. It was chosen for me through fate and through the life that I've been given. And I just say my ovaries tried to kill me. So no, I don't say that. But I do say actually I had ovarian cancer at 25 and had a full hysterectomy. And it's based on how you say it to people, how they react kind of thing. They say, oh, I'm so sorry, but what if I didn't want to have kids? What if it's not what if it wasn't a huge deal for me? I mean, it's still a huge, even if I didn't want to have children, the fact is that that option was taken away from me. And I think people just can't really understand that, you know? The choice was not my own. So when people say like, oh, are you gonna have kids? And I say no, they automatically think like, oh, she chose not to have children. This is her choice. And then they say, why not? Why aren't you having kids? You'd be so wonderful. Like, oh, you really should. You're gonna regret it. And they go on. And I'm just like, you have no idea what my story is. You have absolutely no clue. As far as you're concerned, I'm a perfectly healthy, normal, whatever, white chick that has had everything handed to her and life is good. When that's not the story at all. Other than the whiteness. Very white. But even if you don't want to have kids, I think it's important to kind of say, it's none of your fucking business. I mean, it isn't. It's not any of your business. Why are you, if you've asked that initial question, that's great. I've answered it. You've obviously taken it in the wrong way and feel like you can tell me how to live my life and that this is, this is a terrible decision and all the rest. It may not be a decision at all. I mean, people are going to say whatever they want to say to you. I've had women like really cry, really be upset about not being able to have kids after they've had kids and come to me like Dr. Phil and ask like, oh, what do I do? I feel so empty. I feel so upset about this. And here I am like 25 years old replying to these women that are twice my age that have just went through a hysterectomy but have kids and were given that portion of their life. And it's a little bit insensitive, I'll be honest. But I treat it as best I can and just say, you get what you get in life and you should try and be happy with what you've been blessed with. I try to just take it all in strides because I've been so public with everything, but I've had to deal with everything so publicly too. It's not like I got through everything that I did and then talked about it. It's like I talked about it and worked my way through cancer all the while fighting it, and dealing with it as it came. So some of the questions can be hard, but yeah. My main lesson for you guys is that giving birth is the last thing that makes you a mother. And if you are so lucky to be able to have children on your own without any problems, then that is wonderful for you. And I'm truly happy for you. But you have to understand and be compassionate and be aware that it's not such an easy thing for other people, if it even is a possibility. If you guys have any questions, I'll probably do a follow-up video to this video because, things come out, people get me talking, la da 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 da. I hope that you are happy with the life that you're living and you are loving the people in your life and love. I don't know. Be happy and be thankful for the life that you have. If you're struggling with IVF or trying to get pregnant, seek help and talk to the people around you and confide in someone. Do you guys hear the alarms? They're coming to get me. Okay, subscribe. Check out my other videos. They're going to be a lot more now that I'm settled back in Jersey. I'm so happy to be in New York and living life again, and I'm healing pretty well. Yeah, life is good. Okay, see you later.